everybody, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel, Touch of Magic, and day 5 of, ta-da, Spellbinders 13 Days of Craftoween. So we're going to start as usual. I've got the stamp set that's included with the kit. I've transferred the sequins into a little container because it's just easier than the bag. I've got day 5 that we'll pull out of the box here. I've got the die for the pockets, and I've got my magnetic sheet that I always use to put the little dies on. And let's open it up and see what we have today. And again, I have not seen what is in here. Yes, Spellbinders did send me the box as part of their affiliate design team. We do receive products, which is lovely. So day 5 of videos, which is a stretch for me, but we're trying it. Oh, creeping it real. Okay, spiders is not my favorite things. I'm of an age where I don't like spiders and snakes is a song that runs through my brain when I see that. But you know what? It's cute, and we're gonna make them. All right, I will do the die cutting off camera for this and come back with all the parts. Now, one thing I did mention that I would show this time is when I make the envelope, I always make a front cover for it, because personally I find it easier to create on a small lightweight piece of cardstock. So this is Hammermill 100-pound cover weight. And you can see I've got my tape on here already. And what I do is I line this up with the edges of the die. So it's not, what I'm trying to do is not waste an entire sheet if I don't have to. And I don't need the fold lines, and I don't need all of that. So I just line it up kind of like this so that it will fit on there. So I'm going to run this through my machine, and then I have the front to work with. All right. So that cuts that part out, and I have the rest that I can use for sentiments or cutting out pieces or whatever. But I thought I would show how I do that. And then it just gives me the front that is simple for me to work on. Right, I'm going to do the die cutting for this, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what I've learned as I'm going here. The big oval is going to be the white. I'm going by how the picture looks and figuring it out from there. Essentially, the first time I use these things, I'm just recreating the look here because it makes it easier for me to figure out what goes where. So the big oval is the white. The oval with the little openings is the black. And then the oval with the bigger openings is done in the chocolate here. Then there's the 2 sets of legs I've done in black. And then the hat has the hat and the hat band, which I've done kind of in a dark periwinkle and a purple. Just using what scraps I have in my drawer. Now the question is, what are we going to do here today? Do we have an idea? That is the question. Let me percolate on that. Back in a sec. All right, an idea percolated. So, I have a Hero Arts bold print cling called Spider Web. And being as Hero Arts and Spellbinders are all part of the same company, seems like a perfect opportunity to use this. The idea being that anything you have in your stash, mix and match it, make it work. I'm not going to pull this out and put it in my stamp platform. I'm just going to do it the other option. So I'm going to go, spider webs are kind of translucent, so I'm going to pick a silvery kind of gray color. We just want a little bit of design. Okay, so I've got the Misty Coast from Pinkfresh. Grabbing my scrap piece of paper here. Making sure I've got the front of this correct. And I'm going to lay that here. And the reason I have this is so I don't get my hands covered in ink. And rub. And let's see how we did. Okay, are we ready? Ta-da! That works. Okay, I have a little spider webby. And I think what I'm going to do here, go a shade darker This is the Rocky Slope. I am going to ink up the edges just for a little extra kind of definition and moodiness to it. Give it a little don't necessarily want to do the whole thing, but I want it to have a little bit of definition and spookiness. Okay. Okay, so now let's assemble our little spider. And I'm going to use liquid adhesive, which if you've watched any of my videos, you know that's probably my go-to more often than not. I love the little fine tip applicator on this one. So this goes on top of the white, which you just layer and finagle. There we go, let it dry. So that's going to give you the whites. I think you can see that. It's going to give you the whites of the eyes there, which is fun. And then the brown's going to go over top, which gives you the spider fur, if you will, and the smiley face. And this is why I really like liquid adhesive. It allows me just enough wiggle time to make that work. So there we go. Okay, so let's I giggle almost every time. Honestly, these are just too... I already had a little glitch there. My phone literally filled up while filming. I had to delete a bunch of stuff, and we'll quickly continue so that I don't entirely run out of space on my phone. How wild is that? I think that goes curve up. Alrighty, so curve up, hat on. I tell you, when you have a lot of stuff, and I filmed a whole bunch of stuff today, multitasking, don't you know? And I got to figure out a better solution. Alrighty, and now we're gonna figure out the leggies. I think they're gonna go like this. Oh yes, yes. Okay, liquid glue again, just on the curves. So that's how it sticks. And I think it's designed to snug right in there, but there we go. Well, isn't that cute? All right, so the next thing I need to do is the sentiment that's going to go on here. Going with, alrighty, so we're going to go with the Creepin' It Real, because spiders be creepy, don't you know? And if I place him there, he can kind of stand on the sentiment. I think that will work. And maybe purple. Let's try some dark purple. Okay, so some dark purple. I am going to use the Hero Arts Amethyst pigment ink. I tend to tip up the edge of my platform. This one is quite abused, the poor thing. There we go. The pigment ink gives a really interesting finish. It does take a moment to dry, so I'll be very careful. These stamps have been really good. First time round, they stick well, not stick, they stamp well. Sorry, a little flustered there with all the chaos of my phone running out. Okay. Oh, let's not do that. Yep, chaos. Alrighty, we're gonna position the little guy. That smeared a little bit. You know what? I'm okay with it. It's Halloweeny. All right. All right, let's call this one for day 4. I will put it on a pocket. You'll see that in the end pictures. the essential envelopes. That's what I use all the time. I just figure you've seen that part several times, so, you know, keep it short. So we've got our cute little creepy dude. All done, all in. I paired that with the spider web background stamp from Hero Arts, and then some just fun. It's just fun. Thank you again for being here today. I do hope that it's been fun for you as well. I'm hoping to make it through the next, this is day 5, so the next 8 days. Got to clean out my phone, so I've got room to do that. Wish me luck. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up. It's always so appreciated. I'd love it if you'd like to subscribe, and you can hit the notification bell for let you know when I put up a next video. Thanks very much. I appreciate you. Hope you get some crafty time in today. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.